Good evening, Richmond County, and welcome to another edition of the RO Sports Show brought to you by Richmond Community College. Local college, big impact. For race car driver Travis Miller, making laps around the historic Rockingham Speedway was an early Christmas present. Miller, a Jacksonville native, was one of 6 drivers participating in a tire test on Tuesday for the upcoming Cars Tour race in March of 2021.
It was a little bumpy for our cars, but it never not anything out of control. The second test session, I was able to almost flat foot all the way through in 5th gear in our cars. Like I said, the car I'm driving is a 2008 Honda Civic SI, and like I said, it's been modified with a late model body, so it's the aero package is probably a little bit better than the stock model. But I have raced at Bristol and Richmond, and definitely the speeds are almost the same, but this, the long straightaways is kind of neat, and it'll be awesome to see what the different cars will do in the straightaways. Everybody's going to be close to the same in the corners, but the straightaway difference is going to be a factor. We've never had to worry about aero packages in our cars because we're mostly running short tracks, so to be able to see how we compare against everybody, it's going to be a pretty neat deal.
3 of the cars were from the Cars Tour, and the other 3 were from the Carolina Mini Stock Challenge, which will run a 20-lap race prior to the main event, according to Rockingham Speedway race promoter Charlie Hansen.
Mike Snyder and I, and we've had several volunteers, some paid people that helped us, and then also the Rockingham Properties LLC group has also had several staff members out here, all just trying to do some cleaning up. They've had a couple other events here. They had a truck show and a drift event. So there's been a lot of headway made trying to get the facility, back up to, where we can host events here.
Jack McNally, owner of the Cars Tour, said he was approached by Hansen, who asked if he would be interested in bringing the tour to the Speedway. Like the drivers, McNally is excited to bring racing back to Rockingham.
Well, it's very exciting. I mean, there's the history, the heritage that this place has is second to none. And just walking around the grounds, you can just close your eyes and hear 100,000 people cheering for Cale Yarborough or Richard Petty or, any of those fellows. And to think that this place has sat idle for 7 years with no activity, what a shame. And if we can be a small part in bringing it back to life, it'll be fantastic.
Cars Tour events generally draw crowds of 1,000 to 4,000, according to McNally. Hansen said he doesn't believe the ongoing pandemic will have any effect on the event. Governor Roy Cooper's executive order, which is set to expire on January 8th, limits capacity to large outdoor venues to 7%. With a seating capacity of 70,000, Hansen said they're looking at around 4,900 people, and they feel like that would be a fair number of fans for a Cars Tour event. A week after the race was announced, NASCAR Hall of Famer Dale Earnhardt Jr. expressed concerns about the condition of the track, but the drivers that laid rubber to asphalt on Tuesday gave it a green flag.
I feel like the racing surface is excellent, man. I mean, it's just like any other racetrack we race on. It's got age, it's got character, it's got bumps, it's got cracks. That's all normal to us, So I think it's in excellent shape for racing it. It was clean. No rubber put down on it yet, but I think when the other cars get out there, get more rubber, get a better groove going, and I think things are being great.
I know the other Cup tracks that we raced at, that everybody's a little apprehensive because we're running speeds that we normally don't run, and so. Out of all the series, the front-wheel drive mini stock challenge type cars, the drivers show a lot of respect, and like I said, I think everybody will be a little bit apprehensive, so there won't be no bump drafting or side drafting out here. So I feel like we'll have a good race.
So what's been the most challenging thing about driving around the track?
I haven't got off the bottom yet. I think maybe this next test run I'll try to move up the track a little bit and see if that picks up any speed. Like I said, I was able to flat foot in this corner. Haven't built my courage up for this one yet, but I feel like the car's good enough to handle there. We haven't made any adjustments we run the stock. The air pressure is recommended by Hoosiers, so there's some suspension changes and stuff like that we could probably make to pick up some speed. But unless I shift to 6th gear, you know what I'm saying? I feel like my car is handling great at top speed in 5th gear.
Of the 3 cars that went out, 2 we've got glowing reports from, and even the 3rd one, the only problem they had, it was bottoming out a little bit, so they're back there making some adjustments to get the car up off the racetrack. We told the fellas we're not here to try to break the track record, but you try to tell that to 3 race car drivers. Yeah.
Do you have any times yet?
The only time I've got was a 25:29.
That's not bad.
Which is not bad.
Because I know a lot of people are excited about racing coming back to Rockingham.
Absolutely. The history here is just amazing. And, you know, the people in Richmond County, the city of Rockingham and Hamlet and surrounding towns, Aberdeen, Southern Pines, you know, it's just a huge economic boost to their economy, which is super important for this area. So everybody's excited. The racers are excited. I know the counties are excited. The towns are excited. You know, the whole racing community definitely is excited.
Did you end your high school career online just to find out that the college experience you were looking forward to is going to be online as well? Don't take your year off. Get started on your college education and save yourself from taking out student loans. You can transfer from here to every university in North Carolina. Richmond Community College is all you need to get your college plans back on track. Visit us online at richmondcc.edu. Richmond Community College. Local college, big impact.
Overcoming the loss of a starting player toward the end of the first set, the Richmond Senior High School JV volleyball team extended its winning streak to 6 matches on Tuesday. Riding a wave of momentum for the last 3 weeks, the Lady Raiders sandwiched together a pair of set wins over Sandhills Athletic Conference foe Pinecrest. Richmond won the first and third sets to earn the 2-1 win. Set scores were 25-22, 11-25, and 15-13. The final stanza featured a come-from-behind win, which saw the Lady Raiders close on a 6-3 run. Freshman middle hitter Katie Way, who has been a key player all season, exited the first set with an apparent ankle injury with the score tied at 19 points, but sophomore Brianna Dodson stepped up and helped Richmond earn the win. The 6-3 JV Lady Raiders will look to keep the fire burning tonight when they travel to Jack Britt, the last team they lost to on November 23rd. Action is already underway. Coming off a victory against Purnell Sweat, Ashley Larson and the varsity volleyball team knew their match against first place Pinecrest was going to be a tough test. And despite getting swept by the Lady Patriots for the second time this season, Richmond put forth a strong effort on its home court Tuesday. The Lady Raiders fell by set scores of 19-25, 10-25, and 18-25. Larson says she was impressed by her team's efforts in the first and third frames, but a slow second set is something she hopes to see the Lady Raiders fix. Richmond's defense was busy Tuesday, seeing the team collect 49 digs. Senior libero Emmy Cooley had a team-high 13 digs, while senior Kelly Hoffman and junior Elena Sweeney each contributed 11. Senior Taylor Chappell added 7 digs of her own. Richmond is now 4-5 on the season. They will get another shot at redemption tonight when the Lady Raiders travel to Jack Britt. The match between the 4th and 5th place teams will get underway shortly after the JV contest. Senior night had an added glow for the Richmond cross country and volleyball programs on Friday. A surprise to the 9 senior student athletes, they had a night that recognized their athletic careers at Richmond. Held at Raiders Stadium, the Under the Light Spotlight gave them a memory they otherwise may not have gotten. Suzanne Hudson, a civics teacher and Beta Club advisor at the high school, came up with the idea to hold the outdoor event following Pink Night in November. Currently, under the state's coronavirus restrictions, gatherings of more than 25 people indoors are not allowed. Holding the event outdoors in the football field provided 6 volleyball players, 3 cross-country runners, and their friends and family the opportunity to participate in a long-standing tradition usually saved for the final home contest of their senior year. With fellow senior Jaden Tillman as the announcer, student athletes were introduced and escorted by family members. A bio of each player was read, as well as favorite memories and advice for underclassmen. Dozens of fans and classmates watched from the stands. The volleyball team recognized Georgia Grace Anderson, Taylor Chappell, Emmy Cooley, Jakira Covington, Kelly Hoffman, and Shelly Hoffman. This year's seniors in cross country are Alina Craddock, Carson Jordan, and Will Thompson. A torn ACL in her left knee during her sophomore year left Caroline Whitley to wonder if she would be able to play soccer in college. Now a senior at Richmond, Whitley will be able to fulfill that dream while also chasing another. On Wednesday, Whitley took to Twitter to announce she had verbally committed to play soccer at Methodist University. Whitley became the first Richmond soccer player to commit to the collegiate level since former player and teammate Tatum Hubbard did in 2018. The two talked during Whitley's recruitment process, which helped the midfielder make her decision. Whitley said she was also considering playing at Barton, Cape Fear, Les McRae, and Western Carolina. Still in the deal with her decision, however, was her visit to campus on Monday and getting accepted into the nursing program. The day that 5 Richmond Senior High School football players have been waiting for their entire lives unfolded in celebration in the school's media center on Wednesday. The NCAA early signing period opened last week, and 5 Raider players signed their national letter of intent to play Division I football.
Guys, I want your eyes while I'm talking to you now. One of the things I want to leave with you guys on a day like today is that this is really just the evidence of what you've done the last several years, right? This is not a culminating activity, if you know what I'm saying. Like, it's not like, okay, today's the day and it's all over, okay? All what you have right now is just evidence of what you've been doing. You're just letting everybody know that much more about what you've been doing. You are endowed by your Creator with some abilities. You've honored those abilities and those gifts and put them into action to be here. You also need to understand that other people aren't, and carry yourself with the humility that should tell you about. That I'm special. I have an obligation to these gifts, to my family, to the people who have helped me to do things the right way.
It was a blessing, man. Everybody having my family here, seeing me signing, just a blessing, man. Wonderful feeling, like being able to play college football. It made it special. It made me push. It pushed me to be a better person, a better athlete. And I wouldn't have got to it without them.
Just excited to sign and make it official, to be on the team at the university. Signing, actually. I woke up excited this morning, ready to sign. We played together since we were little, and we've always been together and played together. We push each other, and I wanted this to happen, make a dream come true.
It's a big day. It's a big accomplishment, knowing that these past 4 years have paid off and stuff like that. So I know, like, what I've done was right. Yeah, I'm 100% happy. We're going to campus and stuff like that. Just happy to get that load off my shoulders. I had to worry about college and stuff like that. Now I got it all pushed out the way. I'm just ready to get there and work. It's real special. It's not a lot of schools that have more than one dude signing at one time, and for us to have 1, 2, 3, like 4 or 5 signing at one time, it just tells us how special we are in our class.
It's exciting, like, because you get to come here and enjoy your family, like all the people that's here to support you. It was really exciting. I was happy. Like, I really couldn't go to sleep last night thinking about it.
Second, I'd like to thank my coaches. They took a chance on me in my freshman year. I was a little small kid. Kind of didn't really believe in myself like that, but they put the confidence in me. But this past 4 years, with my coaches, I've created some relationships I'll never forget. And my family, I just thank y'all for being here and being sticking with me along the way. So, thank y'all.
And that's going to wrap up another edition of the RO Sports Show, brought to you by Richmond Community College. For the latest and breaking sports stories in Richmond County, you can always visit richmondobserver.com and click on the Sports tab. You can also find some exclusive content across all RO Sports social media, and be sure to tune in for Ross at 5:30 every Thursday for your Raider wrap-up. In the meantime, I'm Russell Parker reporting from the Richmond studio in downtown Rockingham. Have a great week.